This past weekend, a powerful winter storm significantly disrupted cruise operations, as severe weather conditions led to delayed departures, itinerary changes, and port cancellations at several major home ports. According to the National Weather Service, snowfall totals of 12 to 24 inches were forecast, accompanied by wind gusts ranging from 40 to 70 miles per hour. These conditions sharply reduced visibility, caused scattered power outages, and resulted in moderate coastal flooding. The storm system had a major impact on cruise traffic in the New York and New Jersey area, while a separate southern weather pattern also created unstable marine conditions in parts of the Bahamas. Among the affected vessels were Odyssey of the Seas, MSC Meraviglia, Norwegian Breakaway, and Star of the Seas. Passengers were advised to remain in close contact with their cruise lines for official updates regarding itinerary adjustments, delays, or cancellations. On Sunday, February 22, 2026, Odyssey of the Seas was scheduled to depart from Cape Liberty in Bayonne, New Jersey on a 7-night Bahamas cruise. However, one day prior to sailing, Royal Caribbean announced that due to the approaching bomb cyclone affecting the northeastern United States, the vessel would not depart as originally planned. The Quantum Ultra-class ship, capable of accommodating up to 5,510 passengers, remained docked in New Jersey until weather conditions improved sufficiently to ensure safe navigation. The original itinerary departed from Cape Liberty, heading to Port Canaveral, followed by stops at Perfect Day at CocoCay and Nassau in the Bahamas, before returning to New Jersey. Although the initial departure was scheduled for February 22nd, it was anticipated that some port calls might need to be adjusted or canceled. Ultimately, due to adverse weather conditions and port restrictions, the ship was unable to depart on February 22nd as planned. Instead, it remained docked overnight and officially set sail on February 23rd, once weather conditions improved and clearance to depart was granted. Also on Sunday, February 22nd, MSC Meraviglia had been scheduled to depart from the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal in New York for a 7-night Bahamas cruise. Blizzard warnings in the region resulted in the ship remaining in port beyond its planned departure time. The 171,600 gross ton vessel, which can accommodate up to 5,642 passengers, had initially been scheduled to sail from Brooklyn to Port Canaveral, then continue to Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, followed by Nassau, before returning to New York. After the delay on February 22nd, the ship eventually set sail later that day. Passengers were notified through the cruise line's mobile app that visits to Port Canaveral and Ocean Key would take place later in the voyage than originally planned. However, the stop at Nassau was expected to be removed from the itinerary entirely. In contrast, Norwegian Breakaway proceeded with her scheduled departure from the Manhattan Cruise Terminal on Sunday, February 22, 2026, embarking on a 12-night Caribbean voyage despite the severe weather affecting the region. As the 145,655 gross ton vessel sailed south from New York, she encountered rough seas and headwinds estimated at 30 to 40 miles per hour. The planned itinerary called for the ship to travel from New York to Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, then continue to San Juan in Puerto Rico, followed by Tortola in the British Virgin Islands, St. Kitts, St. Martin, and St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, before returning to New York on March 6th. Although no confirmed itinerary changes were announced immediately after the February 22nd departure, operational adjustments remained possible depending on sea conditions. Further south, Star of the Seas had departed from Port Canaveral on Sunday, February 22nd, for a 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. On Monday, February 23rd, the vessel was scheduled to call at Perfect Day at CocoCay. However, due to forecasted rough seas and unfavorable weather conditions expected in the area on that date, the cruise line announced that the CocoCay stop would not take place. The original voyage had been planned to sail from Port Canaveral to Perfect Day at CocoCay, then continue to Charlotte Amalie in St. Thomas, and additional Eastern Caribbean destinations before returning to Florida. Instead, the February 23rd port call at CocoCay was replaced with a day at sea. To compensate for the missed stop, The ship's arrival in Charlotte-Amalie on Wednesday, February 25th was rescheduled from 12:30 p.m. to 8 a.m., allowing passengers extended time ashore. All onboard entertainment and activities proceeded as scheduled, and refunds were automatically issued for pre-booked shore excursions at CocoCay. Overall, the events of February 22nd and 23rd, 2026 demonstrated once again how rapidly developing winter storm systems can disrupt cruise operations. From postponed departures in New Jersey and New York to canceled port calls in the Bahamas, cruise lines were required to make swift decisions, prioritizing passenger and crew safety above all else. Regarding the status of delayed passengers, those who managed to reach the New York and New Jersey terminals despite the severe winter storm were not left stranded in the cold. Cruise lines permitted guests to board the docked ships at their scheduled embarkation times, allowing them to wait out the freezing temperatures safely and comfortably in their cabins while enjoying the onboard amenities until the vessels were officially cleared to sail. To compensate for the significant itinerary changes and canceled ports of call, such as the removal of Nassau from the schedule, cruise lines implemented standard refund policies. Passengers automatically received refunds for any pre-booked shore excursions and the specific port taxes and fees associated with the missed destinations, along with a courtesy onboard credit applied directly to their shipboard accounts to spend during the revised voyage.